Welcome to the greatest pleasure ship ever built.
Good times forever.
Hook shot.
Hook shot.
Well, hello, Internet monster mashers. Welcome to Trailer Trash, the show where we drink a lot of alcohol and
talk trailers.
Today we are going to talk about monster movies, creature features.
Yes, this is a monster. Well, it's a monster mash, I guess. You already made the joke, but there it is again.
Indeed, we're going to mash some monsters together. Perhaps add a little bit of garlic and rosemary. Put it on a plate next to some pork and some vegetables, and we'll have some monster mashed potatoes.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I hated it, and then I hated it less.
You would think we're going to talk about Jaws, but guess what? We're not going to talk about Jaws.
Not Jaws.
Jaws is the obvious one,
It's actually
dude.
a pretty interesting combo. Well, anyway, we're going to start with Cloverfield is the first film.
Cloverfield?
We're starting with the teaser for Cloverfield.
Then we're going to move on to Gremlins 2.
Pretty clever.
Indeed. I'm very smart.
That's what they say.
Most people say that.
No one says that.
No one says that.
And then we're going to... And then we're going to finish up with Deep Rising.
As is usual, please watch the trailers below. So this way, when we talk about the trailers, you have seen them. And when we make our very insightful points, you go, oh my God, that is so insightful. I wouldn't have thought of that myself.
Context is key.
Indeed.
And without further ado...
Indeed. To evil.
To evil.
Quiet. He's coming. He's here. Let's go.
Oh, surprise.
So it's a documentary
Docu-style.
about this guy's birthday party.
It's Rob. Well, they said we're going to miss you, Rob. So
he must
he's
be
dying.
leaving? Or he's dying?
How are you gonna survive without Rob? He's like your main dude.
Yeah, no. Hey, how am I gonna survive without you? I don't know. I'm like your main dude.
Ah,
Very funny.
very good, Rob. Oh, here we go. Here's the conflict.
What was that noise?
What? Is this one of those found footage movies, Dave?
It looks like they found some footage.
Oh my God.
Whoa! Oh boy, that looks good.
That is a big explosion.
That seems bad for New York.
It's alive! It's huge!
Light, it's huge. What are you talking about?
We'll find out, maybe. Whoa!
Whoa, what is...
Oh boy!
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's the Statue of Liberty. I've only seen this film once, but this trailer I remember vividly, and it's a trailer that I think is pretty goddamn good. It sets up the found footage horror film that it is. You get all the details you need by virtue of being a found footage thing. Everything's happening diegetically. You get the news report saying there's an earthquake.
Yep.
You get people saying it's big, it's alive, and it teases the story. I think pretty fucking great.
And it ends with something that is completely unexpected.
This trailer was shot before the movie was shot, not knowing the full arc of the story.
Interesting.
And they ended up using footage from this teaser for the final film. The teaser actually informed the story of the finished film.
This is definitely putting the chicken before the egg.
Yeah, this is
Right?
cart before the horse territory, big time.
Yeah.
I couldn't find all the details because this was very famously kept under wraps when it came out.
Yeah,
All we knew about it was that it was called 11808. Found footage at the time was still sort of a new genre. We had Blair Witch, we had paranormal. This is pre-paranormal
This
too.
is pre-paranormal.
But I think this is a pretty interesting use case, I guess, for found footage. And I know that one of Matt Reeves, the director, one of his intents for this was he wanted to make it much more found footagey than Blair Witch was.
I would agree that this is one of the trailers that has always stuck with me because it is so out of nowhere. Nobody knew anything about this movie. Nobody knew it was being made. And they did such a great job of hiding the details. Blair Witch, by contrast, released the trailers for that movie under the guise that it was real. The difference with this one is that conceit has already been made, so you can't really play that off again. You got one shot at it, you did it.
Now you get based on a true story,
Yeah.
based on true events.
Inspired by
an
article in the New Yorker.
I know, it's like, okay, you made a movie. Fucking just be a movie.
But
Anyway,
the fun way to do it is to do it like this, where you release the trailer, don't say the title, don't even show what the hell the thing is. All we know is that in the middle of a party in New York, there's some sort of earthquake-like event, and the Statue of Liberty's head is tossed across the city. Could be anything. 3 films in, though, I still don't understand the title Cloverfield.
I mean, I'm guessing it's like a, government, Project Cloverfield, or
They probably said it in Cloverfield Paradox, but I literally don't remember anything about that movie, except for the last shot of Cloverfield Paradox, spoiler alert, is the monster from this movie raising its head above the clouds. Anyway,
good trailer, good monster movie.
Gotta check it out.
If you
haven't.
I want to see it again because of this trailer.
That's been my entire experience with this show. Is every time we talk about a trailer, I'm like, that's right, I haven't seen that movie.
I want to check it out now.
Yeah.
I never wanted to check this film out again until watching the trailer again. That's how good this trailer is. The film itself doesn't make me want to see it a second time, but the trailer does.
Best night ever.
Got some ominous bass going on, Ooh.
Remember the last time
I'm in it.
Oh wait.
we told you not to feed them after midnight? We told you to keep them away from the light.
This is very accusatory.
It is. I'm like, fuck you, man.
We told you to never, ever get them wet.
But I didn't. It had nothing to do with that.
It wasn't my fault.
Listen.
I did.
I tried.
Oh,
They're mutating.
It is kind of a clunky transition.
very clunky.
Yeah.
This is better though. The montage here.
The montage gets a little better, yeah.
Although the sound effects are very, yeah.
The wishes are, excuse me, especially tiresome.
Yes, the wishes are. Nicely done.
Thank you. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I would say that is a extraordinarily mediocre / clunky / sloppy trailer for a very, very good movie.
Very good movie. It's a great setup because this was.
Should we run through the rules just in case?
No.
Okay.
Waste of time. I'm gonna edit it.
Don't get them wet. Keep them out of bright light, and don't feed them after midnight.
Yes. This came out, what, 6 years after the first Gremlins?
6 years.
So, they're going back over the rules. It's a reminder of what you had before.
Its heart is in the right place. When you see Gremlins 2, it gets crazy and out of control and very wild and wacky. And I think there's a little bit of that in this trailer.
It's not zany enough.
It's not zany enough.
It doesn't capture that level of cartoonishness this movie has. This movie feels like a live action cartoon. And
It's a Looney Tune.
It's a Looney Tune, absolutely. So, I don't know, do you think there's someone else who we could potentially bring on board to...
You know what? I think we should cover ourselves in water so we multiply. At least I cover myself in water so I multiply and bring a second Matt onto this show.
I'm into the second part, not so much the you getting wet part.
You know Matt Catanzano from Above Average. He's got a sketch called Sex in a Haunted House, almost has 100 million views, and he hosts a show called Deep Cuts, where he and an alien watch movies. It is Matt Catanzano. Here he is.
Oh,
Welcome.
thank you for having me. I'm delighted. I'm so excited.
As you should be.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not going that far, but I am happy to
never
happy
mind.
you're here.
So, Matt, you are another Matt. I am a Matt.
We got two Matts today, y'all.
Double Matt for a movie that is, of course, about two things. Two
Oh,
Gremlins.
wow.
Gremlins 2.
Wow.
No, terrible.
Yeah.
You're really
awful.
you're really trying to force that in there.
I'm
didn't you?
really just...
No, that was very subtle. That was natural. I like that.
You actually recommended that we watch Gremlins 2, so...
Well, before we get
Oh, my
started,
God.
we do.
Oh, my
this
God.
is, of course, Trailer Trash.
Matt,
Matt, we have to ask the question. What are you drinking today?
I'm drinking whiskey and a beer.
Beautiful.
Classic.
Excellent. Yeah, we're having. I'm having a heady topper.
I am drinking Hooked on Galaxy.
Whacked on a
Whacked?
hooked on
Whacked?
a feeling.
It is good.
Okay, so I love creature movies. Like a Godzilla destroying a city, I like, but I love a good small to medium-sized creature.
We're talking Gremlins, we're talking Ghoulies, we're talking Critters.
I want it to be able to hide in a cabinet or a toilet. That's my criteria. But any talk of that, you have to start with Gremlins. And Gremlins 2 is this incredible, satirical horror comedy. It's a monster movie sequel about monster movie sequels. So you guys are editors, I know. So... As a trailer, it's a little sloppy at times, but I think it's so successful because it does that thing where it reminds you of the first one, and it does it in a really interesting way because it's accusatory. You didn't listen. You're like, I didn't listen? What did I do wrong? And then they give you just enough about the sequel. They're like, we're in New York. The Gremlins are back. They've mutated. There's a spider one. It's like...
One of the things that's fun about this movie that you had mentioned where it's a satire of monster movie sequels. When the first movie came out, fans of the movie, filmmakers and whatnot, sort of like started poking holes in the rules. Yeah, you can't feed them after midnight, but what if, how does that affect time zones? What if you get a piece of food stuck in your mouth and it doesn't come out until like 6 hours later?
I had a thought about that actually, because I'm like, what about water vapor? There's water vapor
Exactly.
in the atmosphere.
But that is why in this movie, when we have one of the characters explain the rules, it's to a room full of people that start asking all those obvious questions. You go along with the fact that it's very meta, very self-aware.
And the thing that I ask of all horror comedy is just, I need the people to actually be in danger. I don't care if it's silly. I don't care if it's like nothing but bits. Like, this movie is just gags. They even describe it. They're like, so we came up with this gag and this gag. Like, they just sat and thought of gags to do. I love that. As long as everybody is in actual danger.
And it's legit chaos.
It's legit chaos.
That's all they are. They're little jokers. They're agents of chaos.
A gremlin can summon any prop it wants. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. Is that like a gremlin like can burn half of its face and then have a Phantom of the Opera mask like handy.
I don't know if this is 100% true. I just know it. The idea for Gremlins initially came from the Looney Tunes. There's a famous short with Bugs Bunny where he goes up against a gremlin.
Gremlin, what a fairy tale. Little man, oh brother.
The opening for this is Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, and they actually got Chuck Jones to come out of retirement to do the open and close of this movie because, the Gremlins owe so much of what they are to the Looney Tunes themselves.
And Chuck Jones is in the first movie at the bar. He compliments Billy's drawing.
No shit. That's pretty cool.
I did not know that. Cut to a clip.
The old bath never looked better. It's great. You're doing fine.
Thanks.
Hello, Gerald.
Some might consider this movie Dante's Inferno.
Wow.
2 out of 10.
Congratulations on all your success. I mean, wow.
Gremlins 2. The new batch.
Hollywood Pictures.
Welcome to the greatest pleasure ship ever built. Good times forever!
Oh, I certainly hope so.
That always bodes well.
Always bodes well.
Where are they coming from?
I don't know, sir, but whatever it is, it's big.
Oh,
big.
It is indeed big. Nice job.
I love that. I mean, you just
Some solid cuts.
solid cuts, solid action. Where's the scared guy? Who's shaking his gun like this?
Oh shit! Oh.
Damn, that must be strong if it's bending all that fucking steel.
That's like classic monster movie joke.
Oh, yeah.
Or monster movie thing.
Trope, yeah.
Oh,
jeez.
shit.
Oh, dripping.
I love this shot.
I love that wide angle lens there, too.
Yeah.
Full scream.
Hey.
Wow.
Rising.
I have spent many years of my life wondering why this movie was not talked about more. This movie is so much fun. The monsters are super cool and gross. It is so fucking entertaining, and yet no one has ever seen this movie. This trailer is fine.
Solid.
It's a solid trailer.
It
It's
works.
well cut.
This is what I'll say. I know exactly what this film is about. It's a fucking boat. There's a monster. You got to shoot it to kill it. There's a fucking jet ski.
There are certain rules
Rules
that one must abide by in order to properly survive. Fuck.
You almost had it.
There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to properly put together a monster movie trailer.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Let us know that it's a monster movie. Let us know the atmosphere and the environment with which this monster movie takes place, but under no circumstances give us a good look at the monster.
That's fair.
And that's what I think is so much fun about this trailer, is you do get a lot of shots of the monster. However, that is not even the full breadth of the monster in this movie. The full breadth. Because the monster itself should be scary. But like all scary movies, the stuff that is unseen is the stuff that's always the scariest.
The stuff in your mind is always the scariest.
You know, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Oh, that's true.
But I would say the ultimate reveal of what the monster is in this movie is super cool. And beyond what you could have expected. Because
So I'm actually curious because based on this trailer,
yeah. What do you think the monster is?
my guess is some kind of giant sea serpent with spikes upon it.
That is very close. There are indeed tentacles.
Okay.
But ultimately, what the monster is in this movie is a giant octopus-like creature.
Huh.
And what we're confronted with throughout the majority of the film is its tentacles that are making its way through the ship, searching for food.
All right. Yes, I see the face of this fucking tentacle opening up,
And you think
I would
it's-
think that's the snake head or the eel head, if you will. But it's one of 8. That's pretty. Is it 8? Is it a literal octopus?
No, it has more than 8 tentacles. But there's subtle references throughout the film
It's a
about
decapus.
what it could possibly be.
I vote we leave. Who votes we leave?
This trailer came out obviously before the movie was released. And if you have fine-tuned ears like myself,
Wow.
you will notice that in the beginning of this trailer, the music that plays is actually not from this movie.
Ooh.
It's actually from Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula, which...
Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Welcome to the greatest pleasure ship ever built. Good times forever!
That music from Bram Stoker's Dracula is used in a multitude of trailers. It's also been used in Underworld, and it's been used in What Lies Beneath, and it's been used in The Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's been used in one of the greatest movies of all time, Demolition Man.
Lots of sea-related and beneath related things.
Exactly.
I guess it must be a pretty deep cut. Ignore me.
Deep Rising, total B movie.
It looks like a B
100%.
movie. It looks like B from top to bottom. If I can quote you, it's a B from balls to bone.
That's something I would say that I also quote from The Matrix.
I'm going to give myself a 6 out of that one.
Deep Rising.
All right, ladies and germs.
All right. You call us germs? Ladies and germs?
Ladies and germs.
Wow, that's really offensive to
Is it?
men.
Or is it more offensive to germs? Because they're compared to men.
Are men the germs of society?
Men are the germs of society.
There you
I'm
go.
a germ. Nobody likes me.
I'm not contributing much.
I don't even know why you spend time with me.
It's convenient. You live right there.
But hey, it's our first Creature Feature episode. Guess
Yes.
what? There's dozens of Creature Features out there, so we're going to do this
There
again.
are many creatures to be featured.
Please let us know in the comments what are your favorite monster movies.
Yeah.
And perhaps we will talk about them on a future episode.
Mayhaps. Like, subscribe.
Subscribe. Do you like
Watch.
this show? I like this show.
I like it. I'm into it.
You want to get notifications when it comes out, right?
We got more episodes coming. As
Tons.
As is the way we do. I'm pretty much done for the night, so I'm gonna call it.
Indeed.
Y'all, to
Well,
evil.
with that, to evil.
To evil.